Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Breathing in the contact, the functional contact with Krishna. Breathing in Krishna functionality. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It works. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Breathing in the living force, the prana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. There are so many beautiful living forces. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Who do we know? How do we know? Who do we know? Who should we know to become peaceful, to become ourselves? The only knowledge is self-knowledge. The only realization is self-realization. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dance with Krishna. Move with Krishna. Breathe with Krishna. Love with Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I only need one name, one focus. Hare Krishna, to dance with, to breathe in, to play with. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, sarve sukhino bhavantu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's already functional. Who can see the functionality of Krishna? Wow, you're a boy, oh boy, you're blessed. You're so fortunate, you're so Amanda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, with this acceptance, with this surrendering, with this letting go of your speculations, this functionality comes, this Satchidananda comes, this happiness, this flow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Vishvambara, Om Namo Vishvambara, Om Namo Vishvambara, Om Jai Shri Vishvambara Namaha. Morani Mai Prabhu Pandinadyar, Morani Mai Prabhu Pandinadyar. Hare Krishna, Nityananda, 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 Hare Hare Hare. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I like to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Kaura Bhakta Vrinda. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, His plenary portions, His energies, and the primeval Lord Himself, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They have risen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Vande Gurun Ishabhaktan. Vande Gurun Ishabhaktan. I offer respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, unto the devotees of the Supreme Lord. Vande Gurun Ishabhaktan. 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 I offer respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, unto the devotees of the Supreme Lord. Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavat Arakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. Unto the Supreme Lord, unto the incarnations of the Supreme Lord. Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. 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 Isham Ishavatarakan. Isham Ishavatarakan. Unto the Supreme Lord, unto the incarnations of the Supreme Lord. Tat Prakasham Sha Tach Chakriti tat prakasham cha tach chakriti. Of the Supreme Lord unto the manifestations, and of the Supreme Lord Krishna, of the Supreme Lord unto the potencies, Chakriti, Chakriti, unto the potencies. Krishna Chaitanya, Samjan, Samjakam, Samjakam, Samjakacham, Samjakam, named. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Am I able to functionally breathe it in and accept it, understand and become functional? Am I functional? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. By lifting up my arms, I'm functional. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lift arms. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Lift arms. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, lift it, maybe lift it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, they lift it. Chadaila. Hare Krishna, Uta Nash, have you lifted? Utailun, lifted. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Antyalila, 1848. I lifted it with great care, thinking it a big fish, but as soon as I saw it was a corpse, great fear arose my mind. Hare Krishna, Matsya is a fish. Bada is great. Badi, thinking to be. Me, I. Utailun, lifted. Utailun. Hare Krishna, raised or lifted. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Madhya Lila 1840. Balabhadra Bhattacharya said, "Since I was present today, it was possible for me to pull the Lord up. But if he starts to drown at Vrindavan, who will help him?" Hare Krishna, Ke utabe tandre, who will raise him? Today I was present, raised Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan. If he drowns, who will raise him? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare, I want to know the context. Madhya Lila 18, chapter 18. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit to Sri Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, So let's read the summary. The following summary of the 18th chapter is given by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya. In the village of Arit Gram, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered the transcendental lakes known as Radha Kund and Shamba Kund. Well, he then saw the deity Harideva at Govardhan village. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had no desire to climb Govardhan hill because the hill is worshipped as Krishna. The Gopala deity could understand the mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, on the plea of being attacked by Muslims, Gopala transferred himself to the village of Gantuli Gram. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Gantuli Gram to see Lord Gopal. Some years later, Lord Gopala also went to Mathura, to the house of Vithaleshwara, and stayed there for 1 month just to give an audience to Srila Rupa Goswami. Just to give an audience to Srila Rupa Goswami. Hare Krishna, give an audience. So that's something we can give. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Give audience. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Pay mind, pay attention, give audience. Hare Krishna, Is there someone giving audience? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Or did I check? I hope the sound works. Hare Krishna, did I check the sound? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Hare. It works. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 7 comments. Wow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Wow, there's an audience. I was not aware of the audience. Thank you for giving audience. Hare Krishna, Tom, Hare Krishna. Wow, thank you for sharing. Oh, this contact is amazing. Is so beautiful. Oh my God. Hare Krishna, thank you for giving audience. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There's not a total, very, very nice energy now coming to my consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. I feel like celebrating. So let's continue. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Gantuli Grama to see Lord Gopala. Some years later, Lord Gopala also went to Mathura, to the house of Vittaleshwara, and stayed there for 1 month just to give an audience to Srila Rupa Goswami. Wow, what a beautiful sentence. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Gantuli Gram to see Lord Gopala. Some years later, Lord Gopala also went to Mathura, to the house of Vittaleshwara, and stayed there for 1 month just to give an audience to Srila Rupa Goswami. After visiting Nandishvara, Pavana, Saruva, Sheshashayi, Kela Tirtha, Bandiravana, Bhadravana, Lohavan, and Mahavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Gokul, and then finally returned to Mathura. Seeing a great crowd in Mathura, he moved his residence near Akrura Gata, and from there he went every day to Vrindavan to see Kaliya Hrada, Dvada, Shaditya Gata, Keshi Gata, Rasa Stali, Chitra Gata, and Amli Tala at Kaliya Lake. Many people mistook a fisherman for Krishna. At Kaliya Lake, many people mistook a fisherman for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When some respectable people came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they expressed their opinion that when one takes sannyas, he becomes Narayan. Their mistake was corrected by the Lord. In this way, their Krishna consciousness was awakened, and they could understand that the sannyasi is simply a living entity and not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his bath at Akrura Ghat, he submerged himself in the water for a long time. Balabhadra Bhattacharya decided to take Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Prayag after visiting the holy place known as Surukshetra. While stopping near a village on the way to Prayag, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fainted in ecstatic love. Some partner soldiers who were passing through saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and falsely concluded that the Lord's associates, Balabhadra Bhattacharya and others, had killed the Lord with a poison named Tura and were taking his wealth. Thus the soldiers arrested them. However, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu regained his senses, his associates were released. He talked with a person who was supposed to be a holy man in the party. From the Quran, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established devotional service to Krishna. Thus the leader of the soldiers, named Vijuli Khan, surrendered to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he and his party became devotees of Lord Krishna. The same village today is known as the village of Patana Vaishnavas. After bathing in the Ganges at Suru, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived at Prayag, at the confluence of three rivers, the Ganges, Yamuna and Saraswati. There was something triggering me. I like to be triggered. Yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna was triggering me. Hare Krishna, with this Krishna, Lord Chaitanya bringing consciousness. There Krishna consciousness was awakened. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When some respectable people came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they expressed their opinion that when one takes sannyas, he becomes Narayan. Their mistake was corrected by the Lord. In this way, their Krishna consciousness was awakened, and they could understand that a sannyasi is simply a living entity and not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That, especially that last part, and they could understand that the sannyasi is simply a living entity and not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I feel something in me doesn't agree that a simple living entity is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because I feel we are all part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the Beta Tattva relationship. The Atma Paramatma relationship. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. How can I find out the truth? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. How can I find out the truth? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. How can I let the truth become functional in me? How can I allow to... Oh my God. This functional prana, living force, this functional Chaitanya, become my life and soul and heart, and become aware of the truth and eternal bliss, Satchidananda. The Tattva, Atma Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Atma Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Atma and Jiva. Paramatma, Param. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Atma, there is Paramatma and Jivatma. Both are Atma, because they are spiritual. There you go. But the living entities are called Jivatma. Jivatma means the small particle of Atma, which has tendency to fall down in the material atmosphere. And Atma, or super soul, who never falls in material contamination, is called Paramatma, or super soul. No, this is a text, Letter to Malati, by Srila Prabhupada. And because he does not fall under material illusion, his another name is Achyuta. Achyuta means never fallen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So again, Srila Prabhupada. Purusha means God or Krishna. Oh, come on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I want to buy berries, wild berries and blueberries. And I received some news that they are in store. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, of course. Freddy, he influenced me. He gave me some information about smoothies containing blueberries and wild berries, which are not the same. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So the idea is that the real functional happy berries are the wild berries. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Happy berries, wild berries, spontaneous berries, Raganuga berries. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And how is this functional? Can you feel that this is functional? I can feel it. Can you feel it? So, Purusha means God or Krishna. Atma, there is Paramatma and Jivatma. Both are Atma because they are spiritual, but the living entities are called Jivatma. Jivatma means the small particle of Atma, which has tendency to fall down in the material atmosphere. He is called Jivatma, and Atma or Super Soul, who never falls in material contamination, is called Paramatma or Super Soul. And because he does not fall under material illusion, and because he does not fall under material illusion, his another name is Achyuta. Achyuta means never fallen. Never fallen, Achyuta, never fallen, never fall. That's what I want. I want to become never fallen again. I want to become Achyuta, safe, stable, never fallen again. Never fallen again. Never fallen again. Never fallen to never fall again. I've been thinking about what you have done to me. or I did it to myself. I've been thinking about what you have done to me. Energy's much deeper than you'll ever see. You hit me with a hammer to my head. I wonder where you pushed or where you led. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I've been thinking about what you have done to me. Energy's much deeper than you'll ever see. You hit me with a hammer to my head. I wonder where you pushed or where you led. Why did you do it? Why did you do that thing to me? Why did I do it? Why did I do it to myself? Or why did you do it to me? Why I was fallen? Why I had to learn lessons from Maya? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. I feel it was a natural consequence of my situation, of my disbelief, of my inability to accept the conclusive Satchidananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna. So let us find out some more about fallen. How did we become fallen, and how can we come back to never fallen, Ashuta. So it's simple, because we got the word Ashuta. Ashuta means never fallen. Now we have a clue to explore, to find out. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So, yeah, Hare Krishna. Oh, hey Bhakti Tom, nice to catch you live. Yes, Hare Krishna, hey. Marisachi, oh, everyone is there. I like these names. Amon, Janaki, Marisachi, Jan, Andromeda, Johan. Whoa, Hare Krishna. So, please join me with this inquiry, this finding out how to become Achyuta. Hare Krishna, Hare. I feel your energy, your presence, your giving audience, thank you, is very functional, very beneficial. I feel blessed. I feel very, very fortunate, very Amanda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Achyuta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Wow. Prabhupada in the morning walk. Prabhupada, yes, Achyuta Gotra. All devotees are. We are identified with Krishna's family. Achyuta Gotra. Break. Madhya Ratam Shtapai Me Achyuta. Bhagavad Gita 1:21. Achyuta is Krishna. So Krishna conscious man means Achyuta Gotra. Wow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can you feel what is said? More people can, by being with the audience, we have more consciousness. We can add each other's consciousness. we can share each other's consciousness and become more complete, more conclusive. So what do you think of this? Prabhupada, yes, Achyuta Gotra. All devotees are. We are identified with Krishna's family. Achyuta Gotra. Break. Madhya Ratam Shtapaya Me Achyuta. Bhagavad Gita 1:21. Achyuta is Krishna. So Krishna conscious man means Achyuta Gotra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's the last sentence of that morning walk written. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So some lines back. Hare Krishna. Jayapataka. Many people ask us what Gotra we are, loves. Prabhupada, you are Achyuta Gotra. You can say Achyuta Gotra. Achyuta means never falls down. Tamala Krishna never falls down. Prabhupada, yes. Tamala Krishna, there is such a Gotra as that? Question mark. Prabhupada, yes. Achyuta Gotra. All devotees are, we are identified with Krishna's family. Achyuta Gotra. Madhya Ratam Shtapai Me Achyuta. Bhagavad Gita 1:21. Achyuta is Krishna. So Krishna conscious man means Achyuta Gotra. So there's another link. Bhagavad Gita 1:21. Hare Krishna. Are you with me? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna. You wanted to share the Lord. So Krishna sent those that want to hear about him. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You wanted to share that. It's like drawing a card from a tarot deck, like from the transformation game. You are my cards. You are my doing service, helping. You are doing such a big service by writing this. Thank you. Janaki Devidasi, you wanted to share the Lord, so Krishna sent those that want to hear about him. Wow, he's so functional. He is the supreme facilitator, the Vishwambara. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. He is so functional, supreme functional. Yogesh Bajpai. Hare Krishna to all beautiful devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. Don't forget yourself. So, where we are. We were investigating about Achyuta. Achyuta Gotra. And Bhagavad Gita 1:21. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All devotees are, we are identified with Krishna's family, Achyuta Gotra. Wow, what a blessing. Yes, to have this communication with Janaki at this moment, talking about Gotra, family, and Achyuta Gotra, the family that never falls. I feel so blessed to be in this association, this family, this Gotra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So where to go? Bhagavad Gita 1:21 or finding out more about Gotra? We can do both. Just starting with Bhagavad Gita 121. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 121. One is observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. 21. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Arjuna said, "Oh, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya." Arjuna said, "O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must get content in this great trial of arms." Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yes, there's the word. Achyuta, O infallible one. Arjuna said, these are the synonyms, word by word. Arjuna said, of the armies, both between the chariot, please keep my, O infallible one, as long as all these may look upon, I, desiring to fight, arrayed on the battlefield, with whom by me together have to fight, in this strife, in the attempt. Translation. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Purport. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. Wow. So, infallible in the sense of he never fails in his affection for his devotees. How beautiful. How functional. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. As a charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna. And since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. Wow, wow. So here it's very clear that the devotee, the servitor, the charioteer in this case, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if he plays that service, even if he executes that service. How huge. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There wasn't someone. Marisachi, I asked Yogesh Bajpai to join us. He is a teacher for children in India. Oh, very nice. Thank you for inviting him. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, I'm trying to cooperate with the with the listeners, with the audience. Hare Krishna, because yes, they are so beautiful devotees. Wow. So I was reading about this supreme beautiful devotee who accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee. For his devotee. Devotee of devotee. His supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, Rishikesh, the Lord of the total senses. The Lord of the total senses. Wow. The Lord of the total senses. He's the complete one. The omnipresent, all-encompassing one. Hare Krishna. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. So here he became a charioteer for his devotee. Wow. How does it feel to have the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as your charioteer? Oh my God. Hare Krishna. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong. This charioteer accepting the orders from, in this case, Hare Krishna, Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord. And similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giver of orders. Wow. Do you read this? Are you with me? He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotee assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giver of orders. So he's more happy in receiving orders. Wow. More happy than he does in being the giver of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders, and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. Yes, being infallible is his position, which is not in question. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Undoubtedly infallible. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again, and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Wow, this one triggers me, it touches me. These words, unwanted war. These words go so deep. Hare Krishna. This is not my battle. This is not my battle. I don't feel this is my battle. Unwanted war. So I fell down into an unwanted war. But there is the infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Even he is present, even if he is present, and he is present, he is not fallen into this Mahamaya lesson. He came here voluntary. Wow. Voluntarily. Hare Krishna, Krishna out of his mercy. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes, out of his causeless mercy. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Arjuna uvace. Senayor ubayor madhye ratam shtapaya mechuta yavatetan niriksheham yodu kaman avashtitan. Kair maya saha yodavyam asmin rana samudyame. Kair maya saha yodavyam asmin rana samudyame. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Arjuna said of the armies, both between the chariots, please keep my infallible one. As long as all these may look upon, I, desiring to fight, arrayed on the battlefield, with whom by me together have to fight. In this strive, in the attempt. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So this was about this word Achyuta, infallible one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Wow. Infallible one. The infallible Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, the infallible Lord, Sri Krishna, Personality of Godhead, who never falls down. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, I want to enjoy your company. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm remembering this verse. It was about We can dance with Lord Gauranga. We can be functional with him, dancing, chanting, moving, playing with him. Hare Krishna, communicating with him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. This was a verse I found it today. Can I find it back? Let's see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes, yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. One can execute the process of Bhakti Yoga successfully with full-hearted enthusiasm, perseverance and determination by following the prescribed duties in the association of devotees and by engaging completely in the activities of goodness. Hare Krishna, but this was another one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I think I found what I wanted to find. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Almost. It was from Bhaja Govindam, and then a verse added to it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I have to do some playing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, so it was. I found it. It's from the 108 names of Chaitanya, and then after the end there is from Krishna Das Kaviraj a verse or a song. Just shout the name Gauranga, 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 and dance with abandon. The happiness that I am giving is beyond compare. This transcendental happiness is pure, positive, ecstatic, eternal, spiritual bliss. It is totally beyond illusion. Worship Gauranga, speak Gauranga, and chant the name of Gauranga. Worship Gauranga, worship the name of Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bhaja Gauranga, Goho Gauranga, Loho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Goho Gauranga, Loho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Koho Gauranga, Loho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Koho Gauranga, Loho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Goho Gauranga, Groho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Goho Gauranga, Loho Gaurangera Namare. Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga, Bhaja Gauranga Namare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, to become realized, to realize the position of a functional devotee. Oh, that's dancing with Gauranga, that's playing with Gauranga, chanting with Gauranga, moving with Gauranga. We are a functional movement. Thank you, Srila Gaurharidas. Thank you. All the Gurun. That's where I started. Let's go back there at the beginning of the Adi Lila 1-1. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, Gurun, the devotees of the Lord, Isha Bhaktan, unto the Supreme Lord, Isham, unto the incarnations of the Supreme Lord, Isha Avatarikan, of the Supreme Lord, unto the manifestations, Tat, Prakashan, and of the Supreme Lord, unto the potencies, Sri Krishna Chaitanya named. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, His plenary portions, His energies, and the primeval Lord Himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And then I also read the second verse. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all. Okay, I think I'm going to look at the audience. Hare Krishna to all beautiful devotees. I asked Yogesh Bajpal to join us. He's a teacher for children in India. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I'm so curious. I'm so curious that I feel a lot of love to know what's on your mind, to know what is your mood. Hare Krishna, to know what is your functionality, what is your play, what are you playing in the meanwhile. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What is your foreground? And what is your focus? And what is your background? What's dissolving into the background? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's also beneficial, it's also functional. What's coming into the foreground, into your vision, into your awareness, and what's dissolving into the background. Maybe some burdens or obstacles you now even cannot remember. That's how functional it is to focus on Krishna, to focus on the pastimes, to focus on the words coming from the Supreme Source, from the Supreme Facilitator. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So thank you very much. Wow, Hare Krishna. Thank you for the flowers. See you later. Let's continue this transcendentally. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare